Hello everyone. There is a story, my story I would like to present. This video will be an introduction. I'm not really sure how everything is gonna look like, but as far as I can see at this moment, this video will be like an introduction, while the rest of the videos, I don't know how many I will end up making, will tell the story about some specific subject that I was experiencing. My name is Magdalena Nielsen. I am originally from Poland. My surname comes from Norway, where my husband is from. Currently I'm staying in Poland. In 2021, I started experiencing something that was authentically out of this world. The story has many layers, and they are like interconnected, overlapping, so it's very complex. Maybe it would be difficult to present in a coherent manner, but I will try to do it. After everything was happening to me, something which I will describe in this video and the other videos, I decided to write a book and describe everything. The book is finished. It took me a year and maybe 4 months to physically work on the chapters, and maybe another 6, 7, 8 months to edit the book, and maybe even a year to edit the book. The book is only in Polish. That's why I kind of decided to create these videos, so people that don't understand Polish can also access my story. Besides, in 2021, I was dreaming a dream. At that time I was dreaming many dreams, actually. One of the dream was in English. Sometimes I dream in English, even though English is not my first language. It's kind of my second language. But that dream, I was dreaming in English. I was in America. I've never been to the United States. So in my dream, I was in America, and compared with the films that I was watching as a child, I would say that the location of the dream was like New Orleans, Charleston, or somewhere there. It was that kind of energy, that kind of vibe. I was down in some basement. There was like a pub, or like not a restaurant, but more like a pub from the old times. And the windows were kind of like a little bit higher, so that would suggest that the room was in the basement. I was filling in forms, like forms when you have to put your name and the surname and the date of birth, the name of the mother, the father. So I was doing that, and something like there was a mistake, so I kind of like, I took the paper, the form, I squeezed it in my hand, and I just throw it into the trash can. And they were like, and then I took the new form and I started filling in. again, and then again something didn't really work, so it was a mistake, so I did the same thing. I threw it into the trash. And then there was a woman that came to me, and she took one of these forms. She took it from the trash can, and she just showed it to me, and she said in English, "What is this?" And I said, no, this is just like my life. This is about me. And she was just waving that paper like in front of my eyes, and she said, this is confidential. This is confidential. I woke up. After that dream, I understood that there was no time. The time didn't come yet for. The time has not come yet for me speaking in English about everything what has happened to me. But that was 2021, maybe 2022 January. Now it's 2025, and I feel this is the time for me to start speaking in English about what had happened to me. So it's no longer confidential. But the story is very heavy and it's very difficult. And as I said, it's kind of like overwhelming, but not because it's emotionally heavy, because it's like, it's not. I have assimilated quite a lot of what happened. But it's just so interconnected. It's just not one thing that started in point A and through straight line it went to point B or W or whatever. It's just so interconnected, like a different dimension, really. And yes, I'm gonna talk about dimensions, but not only dimensions. It's been 5 years since everything started. I have been through hell, and now I'm in purgatory still. So there is heaven left only for me to experience. My first book, the title of my first book, well, at the moment the only book, but my idea is to continue the story, so there will be hopefully the second book. But the title of the book that is already published, although I will describe, because it's not totally published in the traditional way, the title is I Am Activating I Am My Inner Power. The subtitle is Hell. The book is published, but in not a traditional way, as I said. It's for free. It's a website, actually. Anybody can go and scroll and check out. There are some photographs, but very, very few. There are 18 chapters, plus foreword and introduction, so altogether like 20 chapters. The story is about ether. It's about the other side, soul, Kundalini. People think that activating Kundalini or activating the third eye, the inner inner eye. It's such a beautiful experience, and maybe for somebody it was, but that's not my that's not what I have been through. Honestly, it was the moment I've been going through that experience, it was the worst experience of my life. But now I am soon 5 years after everything started, and I feel that it was maybe the most beautiful experience of my life. But activating Kundalini and the rest of the stuff, it's not, it wasn't beautiful and it wasn't easy.